Hey guys, welcome to Priest Gaming. I'm Priest, and today I'm going to explain to you a bit about the runes in League of Legends. Starting off with the precision runes. Okay, so the whole gist of precision is that it gives you improved attacks and sustain to damage. Usually we see it taken on bruisers and ADC. Some supports, I think, and there are assassins who might take this as well. So the first keystone is press the attack, or PTA. The description is hitting an enemy champion 3 consecutive times makes them vulnerable, dealing bonus damage and causing them to take more damage from all sources for 6 seconds. So essentially, after you've attacked an enemy champion 3 times, every damage they take after that for 6 seconds is going to increase. So the next one is Lethal Tempo, which is my personal favorite to take on Nocturne. So you gain attack speed when attacking an enemy champion, stacking up to 6 times at max stacks. Gain attack range and remove your attack speed limit. Ashe takes this one as well. Sometimes I take it on Caitlyn. It's a really OP keystone right now because it scales, in my opinion, it scales better than press the attack. Fleet Footwork is the next keystone we're going to talk about. Attacking and moving builds energy stacks at 100 stacks. Your next attack heals you and grants increased movement speed. Now, this is something that a lot of burst ADCs take. I don't recommend it for newer players for ADC, but it's really good for sustaining your lane as an ADC and helping you dodge skill shots more easily. Conqueror. Gain stacks of adaptive force when attacking enemy champions. After reaching 12 stacks, heal for a portion of damage you deal to champions. So this is the Conqueror rune is usually taken by some mid laners, but a lot of top laners, and this is so that it would give them sustain against poke champions. So you go in, you throw a few attacks, and then you go out, you wait for a second, you go back in, you proc Conqueror, so you heal back up, and you've already dealt the damage that you've dealt to the enemy. It helps you sustain in lane, and it's a really good option if you're going bruiser top. It's not even my opinion, it's just objectively good for you to take that. It's also good into tanks, because assuming you're going to be doing a lot of damage to tanks, this is really good for you. Alright, so now we're going to go to the first row of runes. You have Overheal, so excess healing on you becomes a shield. Obviously you want to take this on champions where you would be building healing. So let's say Aphelios Red Gun. If you're full HP, usually if you don't have this rune and you're trying to lifesteal, you don't get anything. It's just your max HP anyway. But if you have this rune, then it adds up as a shield. Alright, next up we got Triumph. Takedowns restore 12% of your missing health and grant an additional 20 gold. So let's say you're an assassin or an ADC. You're in a team fight. You're half HP, you get a kill, it gives you 12% of the missing health. And also gives you a bit of extra gold, just because. Alright, so Presence of Mind. Increase your mana or energy regeneration when damaging an enemy. Champion takedowns restore mana or energy. So you would mostly want to take this with ADCs that use a lot of abilities and they want to sustain their lane. You want this so that you would have enough mana to stay inside your lane and not need to recall. It's a really good rune to take if you're going to be using a lot of abilities. Alright, next, now we're in the second row. We have Legend Alacrity. Takedowns on enemies grant permanent attack speed. That's pretty straightforward. You kill someone, you attack faster. Tenacity. Takedowns on enemies grant permanent tenacity. Now, for those of you who don't know what tenacity is when you deny or just ignore CC. So let's say you have tenacity and a teammate doesn't have tenacity. If you both get rooted with a Lux Q, you get rooted for less time than your teammate. So that's what tenacity means. Alright, Legend Bloodline. Takedowns on enemies grant permanent lifesteal up to a cap. Once the cap is reached, increase your max health. Weaker earlier but stronger later. Stronger later game than other legend runes. So essentially, it's going to give you more lifesteal. This is really good to take with overheal, either way. But as it says so in the description, which is weird why it would mention that, it's a really good scaling rune. I would suggest you take this if you're playing an ADC with a lot of burst and very squishy. So let's say, I want to say Tristana. This would work really well on Tristana. Alright, third and final row. We have Coup de Grace. Deal more damage to low health enemy champions. So if an enemy champion has low health, you deal more damage. It's very, very simple. Cut down. Deal more damage to champions with more max health than you. So you're going to be thinking about taking this if you're an ADC or an assassin. You're going to be thinking of taking this into a team that has a lot of tanks or a lot of bruisers. Last stand. Deal more damage to champions while you are low on health. So let's say this is for Warwick, or a lot of junglers take this primarily. It just means that if you're low on HP, you deal more damage. Hence the name Last Stand. Okay guys, so this is it for the precision tree. I'm gonna make other videos for the domination, sorcery, resolve, and inspiration. Let me know if you found this video helpful and if I can do anything differently to make it better. I'm looking forward to your feedback. And thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Well, you'll see me.